shall we do? No matter what we go through.
Hey fam, it's your boy Daoracle. I know you see me got on my chef jacket today and we in the kitchen, so some bacon is going down today. So if you don't know, other than singing, other than being a musician, other than being a motivational speaker, your boy Daoracle here likes to get down in the kitchen. I want you to know me and my sister, special shout out to her. We own the restaurant back home in Bahamas, and today I'm gonna be baking some Bohemian hot cross buns for you today in the kitchen. Woo! Hope you're ready. And make sure the savory scent come to the screen and grab your nostrils. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. So stay tuned right now. And today I have a special treat given to me. This is a blessing by the one and only Simply Sweet, y'all. This is a gift to me. It's called a pistachio cake. Listen, I'm about to cut into this later. She said to me that my favorite color is in this cake when I cut it. I want to know how she knows my favorite color. We will see later. But if you want to get some of this good stuff, I'm sure it's good. I can promise you that. You can get at me on my Instagram or my Facebook, and I will definitely get you some of this pistachio cake from Simply Sweet. But I'm about to bring this Caribbean flavor to the table. So let's get started. Some of the ingredients we're gonna need to get this party pumping and started. First is flour. As you can see, I have a self-rising flour here, which actually works cohesively with the yeast to cause you to have a nice and fluffy bread. Milk. We usually use condensed milk, but I decided to use almond milk because of the nutritious value it has. I'm big on almond milk, y'all. Dry yeast. All your mama and them know about this. This never gets old. Grapeseed oil. People use Western oil, margarine, butter, lard, but I decided to use grapeseed oil because of its nutritional values. Our little friend called sugar. You can't do it without sugar. You gotta love you some sugar. White sugar, brown sugar, whatever type of sugar. It just makes it right. Last but not least, Jesus walked on it. He turned it to wine at the wedding. We all need it every day. Water. There it is. There we have it, so let's get started. So you know, due to the pandemic, there's a shortage of yeast in the store. So we're just gonna use what we have here and make it work. And I'm gonna show you today how to activate your dry yeast. We're gonna take 1 quart of water. And our little friend we talked about earlier, sugar. You need this in your life. You're just gonna take a spoon of sugar, 1 teaspoon, to activate the yeast in the water. So why do we take the teaspoon of sugar or the tablespoon of sugar to the water? It activates the yeast. The yeast actually feeds on the sugar and it activates the dry yeast. So we're gonna add it to the water. We're gonna stir the sugar so it gets to the water, so it'll be equivalent. And then we're gonna add our dry yeast. We're gonna watch it rise. My advice to you is to not stir your yeast until you see it's activated. It usually takes about 4 to 5 minutes. And it also depends on the temperature of the water. If the water is too cold, you're gonna have issues. And if you stir it too early, you're gonna have issues. You don't wanna kill the yeast, we call it. And so it takes 4 to 5 minutes. And you can actually stir it when you see some activation. And then we'll go to the next process. Now that we have activated our yeast, let's get our bread started. We're gonna take our self-rising flour. We're gonna take 4 cups of flour for now. We're gonna see if that's enough to work with this yeast. So just because I'm a bit greedy, you know I like food, I just add 1 more half cup of flour. Just for extra bun. It's a mighty big bun, huh? So we're gonna use our rapeseed oil once again. You can use as much as this if you want. Depends if you want your bread to be oily and crisp, or if you just want it to be light and you just want a bit of shine to it. That's all this for. And then we're gonna add the most important thing of the day. Say, I like my sugar. Hey. So that was 1.5 cups of sugar. It's like awesome. So we have all of our ingredients in the bowl. We're gonna have it stirred before we add our water. Make sure all those ingredients go together. Gonna lock it in. I will tell you this, a handheld mixer won't work. If you have a KitchenAid, that helps. But if you wanna go old school, you can actually get your hands in there and put it together. And you can slowly add your element of the water. And this will be equivalent to about a cup of water. And you could actually see the texture of your dough based on the flour you use. You might not decide to use all-purpose flour or self-rising flour, or probably even wheat flour, which takes a different process. But as it stirs, you will see the process of how your dough thickens and the texture of your dough. And you could base your synopsis off of that. So mine is a bit more flaky, like an apple pie crust, and I want it to be more moist. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more. Looking good in there too. I'm gonna speed up just a little bit. So I know I told you earlier that I'm not gonna use butter, but I couldn't help it. I'm a butter boy. I love some nice texture and butter flavor in my dough. And so I'm gonna add just half a cup of butter. Okay. So our dough is actually ready now. It's nice and flaky. We're gonna knead it a bit more, and then we're gonna set it to rise. It takes usually about 35 to 45 minutes to rise, so that gives you some time. So our bread is now set and ready to rise. Rise up. One thing my mom always taught me, you gotta keep your workstation clean. That's a free tip. So as our yeast rise, let's take a look at this cake from Simply Sweet. She said she got my favorite color. We're gonna see today if she really got my favorite color. And it's nice and moist too. Wow. Haha. Guess what, guys? Somebody gave him my secret. Because my favorite color is green. And it is actually pistachio green, which is beautiful. And so I'm gonna lay back and chill and eat a piece of this nice cake from Simply Sweet. Remember that name, y'all, Simply Sweet. And I'm gonna have some coffee. Join me at the table. Well, I finally cut into the pistachio cake, and of course it is green, my favorite color. We give kudos to Simply Sweet with this delicious cake. I know it will be delicious. I can see it dripping all off of it. But I just want to get a little bit more comfortable. Anybody feel a wonderful change?
A few moments later.
There we go. Nice and comfortable. Put a little color, huh? I just want to put a plug in there today. You know, I grabbed this book on my way here to enjoy my time of relaxation as I actually go into this piece of cake. And the title of it says, Your Spiritual Gift Can Help Your Church Grow. And I know a lot of people, we talk about in my last video, it's a time to launch out, it's a time to launch into the deep and do what God has called you to do. And sometimes it's not the stages of the world that you're called to first or initially. It's the stage that He set for you to have accountability to. Sometimes that is your church home. And I advise, and I just want to honest somebody out there today, you might feel like you're not comfortable in your church setting, not being comfortable in your gifting and your spiritual gifts, but I advise you, I encourage you to see God, because your gift will make room for you. And sometimes it starts with serving those leaders who are right in the front of you. That's my word of wisdom today. That's a free one too. So with that said, I just want to pull up a small scripture verse. It's 1 Corinthians 12 and 18. It says, But in fact, God has placed the parts in the body, every one of them, just as He wanted them to be. The New Living Translation says, But our bodies have many parts, and God has put each part just where He wants it to be. So you may be feeling out of place where you are, but just know God has you placed there strategically for a season and for a reason. So you just got to make yourself available in this season. Say, Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you. And so with that, I'm gonna wind down and have my French coffee, freshly brewed, and also my pistachio nut cake as we watch the bread rise and we put that in our way. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Daoracle TV. We had that good piece of pistachio cake. Give it up for Simply Sweet. Oh. Yeah, it was really good, y'all, for real. But remember the message too, y'all. It's all about serving. It's all about knowing who you are, about launching out in this season. Also knowing that the people who God set in front of you, your leaders, serve them well. And trust me, people will also serve you. But you must first be the person who offered the first service like Jesus did. Now we're gonna get into putting this dough in the pan. But before we get into these nice pans that I have here available, we're gonna just take our dough and we're gonna knead it out just a little bit more. And then we're gonna put those in the oven. So we're gonna just take a little bit of flour. Make sure your counter is clean. And we're gonna just dust the counter just a little bit. You could be the Karate Kid. Wax on, wax off. I always tell people, just enjoy what you do. This is your solace. This is your place where you excel. Whether it be music, baking, dancing, swimming, just enjoy yourself. Enjoy life. Surround yourself with positive and good people. It means a lot. So we're gonna take this. Oh my God, this dough is nice and soft. This is so good. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be really good. So there we have it. There we have our dough, y'all. Give it up for the dough. So yeah, we're gonna just knead it in a little bit. We're gonna make sure it's even. We're gonna cut it down half because we have 2 pans to make. So we're gonna cut it down half, and we're gonna save 1 portion for the next pan. It's 2 pans. So we have our dough nice and round. We're gonna make sure we cut it straight down the center. See how nice and soft that is? That's right. Good dough. Warm up the good dough. Alright, so we don't want it to get too hard, so we're gonna roll it back into a circle again. We don't want it to get hard. And we're gonna take our French roller. We're gonna take our French roller and we're gonna evenly spread out this dough. Very lightly. You don't have to press hard because you know some of us we like to rush the process. And that's why we have all type of jack-up food and bread and sometimes lies. But you need to take your time and just do what it do. Let it work its magic. Nice and smooth and soft. 2 rolls is good. And then you flip from a different perspective. You just take your time. Patience is truly a virtue. And if you want a good product at the end of the day, you have to have patience. I remember watching my mother bake bread every Saturday in the islands, and sometimes she would be on baking bread all day. Even now, she still send me a video of her doing donuts, danishes, bread, potato bread, banana bread, all that good stuff. So I grew up in a good surrounding of some good family funny food. And so you don't want this to spread too much. Wondering what is he doing. So for my first pan, I got, as you can see, I'm going very organic. This is a non-stick coconut oil. It's good. Spray my pan so it won't stick. My bread will be nice and rounded. And even though these are buns, I'm going to cut these in the form of rolls just so they can be evenly dispersed. So we're going to see if we could work in about 6 of these. Let's see. The masterpieces rise. I'm going to set them in the pan like that. I'm so tempted to make this into a cinnamon roll, y'all. Y'all don't know. But I'm not going to do that today. Awesome, there we have it. So after you have rolled your dough into nice little sizes, spread them evenly in your pan so they can rise just a little bit more thicker and higher. Same thing with the little rolls. You could actually preheat your oven. You can preheat your oven to 350, but for now, because I'm gonna let them rise, it has self-rising flour, so it's gonna rise faster. I'm gonna preheat my oven at 275. It's probably 5 minutes or 10 minutes. 10 minutes before I put them in the oven. I'll have them preheated to 350. And then we will have some nice buns at the end of the day. Our dough is risen. And so we're about to put these in the oven. Here we go. Putting them in the oven.
I'm just sitting here. I got time. It's clear to see from up here. The world seems small.
We're gonna get a little milk.
It's so beautiful.
Add it to the
You and me,
just about a half a cup.
we meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Sometimes you need to go and take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. You and me were meant to be in the great. Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time. It's clear to see from up here. The world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful. You and me, we meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
So welcome back to Daoracle TV, here where we're gonna show you the finished product of our bread today, and you're gonna be nice to see it too. Turn me right over to the oven. You can pull me. You're gonna pull these out. So we're gonna take a little of melted butter that we have here, and we're just gonna make sure I glaze these right quick. Nice and right. Ooh, you hear it sizzling. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. So this just is the first topping. Make sure you get all that flavor on the top. If you listen close, you can hear it sizzle. And so If you recall just a moment ago, I made a special sauce made from powdered sugar, lemon zest. You want to take a look in there right quick. Booyah! There it is, good stuff. We're gonna whip it up just to make sure it's concrete again. We're gonna take this and we're gonna drain it over there. Now, I prefer to the sake of time, I prefer to get the scoop. Yeah, so we get a little bit more. We just, we just drench it with this stuff. This stuff right there. We're gonna take some pineapples and add it on some of them. Any pineapple lovers or they're like myself, I would eat pineapple on the side of bread. Trust me. I know you see me focus so much on this. Right, I can't take my eyes off it, huh? Just gonna slide that in place so you can see clearly what I'm doing here. Take a knife. Separate one of these bread. Oh my God, it's nice and soft. Nice. Nice and hot. Yes. We're gonna take a little bit more of the sauce. Add it to the top. Each of them. Yes, Lord, yes, Lord. Yeah. On the top. I'm a pineapple lover, so I love pineapples, y'all. Take some shredded coconut and just sprinkle it on top there like that. Oh my Lord. Good stuff. Very light, nothing heavy. There you have it, guys. You have a nice bread. Look how flaky and soft that is on the inside, and it's just sizzling hot. Woo! That is so soft. Here we go. First bite, goes to me. My God. That's up. It's really good. So I hope you enjoyed the Daoracle TV today with this good stuff that I have in my hand. It's simply called hot cross buns. I did it my way. I love pineapples and coconut. And I hope that you enjoyed this segment. Look forward to seeing you in the next segment. Remember to like, share, follow, and subscribe if you like this. Also, let's remember to give homage to Simply Sweet, the one who is responsible for that delicious pistachio cake that I enjoyed earlier. So I had double treat today: pistachio cake, my very own hot cross buns. May you have a blessed day. Love you guys.